first.
In this fresh new episode of Vaughn and Bibby, we rescue kittens from a burning building and solve quantum physics. We keep the ice caps from melting and expose Houdini's gimmicks. You might think it's all untrue, but what you will find might just surprise you. So strap on a helmet and enjoy the show, because the weirdest part wasn't the UFO. The day started like any other Saturday, in bed, ticking away on our phones in search for adventure, thinking about breakfast and where to get it. We got on the bus and headed to the mysterious abandoned UFO village. A mystery, perfect. My 9-year-old self was gleaming inside, but there was one small problem.
We missed our stop. We didn't necessarily fall asleep on the bus.
Well, I did.
Yeah, you did. But we definitely missed our stop by a few turns. So we just got off the bus and now we're in something literally called the mysterious, what is it?
Jinshan Mysterious Port.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, if we're going for mysterious stuff today, might as well check out this port while we're here.
Exactly.
Aaron discovered that the movie Silence was shot here. Thanks, often useless TripAdvisor, for that little nugget.
Well, if it's good enough for Martin Scorsese, then it's good enough for me. It's really pretty here, I'll give it that. It's a nice walk to get here. There's like a wedding happening just over there.
Yeah, it's very peaceful compared to Taipei, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's very quiet, but there's just not much happening. Like, there's nothing to really see other than there's mountains and beach and stuff, so it's really cool, but there's no confounding UFO sculptures.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got our fill. Now we're gonna head back to the bus stop and hopefully hit up this UFO village / go swimming if it's possible.
Yeah, it's a beautiful weekend here.
We keep finding random articles of clothing. So far we found a shirt and a pair of boots. If we find a pair of pants, we'll know what kind of beach is up there.
Mm-hmm. That's what's so mysterious about the port.
Yeah.
It was a hot, long, beautiful walk. Our Canadian bodies felt like dried up driveway worms by the time we reached the bus.
It smells like fish. So this time we did get on the right bus. But while we were traveling, we were looking on our phones and we noticed there's a place where apparently there's a rock that looks like a lady's head.
Yeah, Queen's Head Rock at the Geopark, Yehliu Geopark or something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a good spot.
So we're on our way there to take the appropriate amount of selfies and pictures.
If you follow us on Instagram, you'll know already that there are, in fact, no Queen's Head Rock selfies or pictures, and that is exactly the appropriate amount.
How much are you willing to pay to go look at a rock that looks like a lady? Give me
maybe 100 NT.
Okay, so if the tickets are 100 or less, we'll do it.
Yeah.
If they're more,
then we'll try to get somewhere where you can see it from a distance and zoom in on camera.
Yeah, pretty much.
To get tickets, we had to first walk through the statutory vendors that closely resembled a night market, and they smelled like it too.
It's 80 NT, you want to do it?
Yeah, I said 100 was my limit, so I gotta stand by it.
Yeah.
Like obedient sheep sent to the slaughterhouse, we fell in line and slowly shuffled our way to the rock. Like us, you're probably thinking about how this rock must be amazing if all these people have come to see it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's just the other side.
It's alright, I guess.
It's a lot smaller than the pictures online make it look, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. How bad do you want to see it?
I don't want to queue in line for a picture with it. I'm good on that. I say we do what these people are doing and go get a picture from that side.
Woof, 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 woof.
This is what I live with.
What do you think? Was it worth the 80 NT?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Like the area is really beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like Eastern Quebec in Canada.
Yeah, I guess. But to me, it's like we spent 80 NT to just not miss something that we should see while we're here.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would never make a trip out to come see this.
We went too far on the bus and we're like, oh, we might as well check this out since we're here anyways. So
Right.
in that case, it's worth it. But I wouldn't have made a day trip to see that.
No. So now, hopefully, we're on our way to get to the original destination that we had been planning on all day, which is the abandoned UFO village, or the Futuro house.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get there before sundown somehow, and don't ask me how. Google says the bus will take 40 minutes and walking will take 43 minutes.
Other way around, actually. Walking's faster.
Okay, so walking's faster than taking the bus, apparently. So
Yeah.
we're gonna walk. I mean, it's probably a nice walk. It's along the coast.
Yeah.
It turned out, as it often does, that walking was the right choice. The sun was slowly leaving us for the mountain, and the warm ocean breeze pushed the waves into the shore. Fishermen were cleaning their vessels, and a local market was lively with its Saturday business. We eventually made it to the beach that belies the abandoned community that lies ahead.
Well, we made it to this crazy UFO place. It is quite creepy.
Yeah, everything's so abandoned and old and like there's just garbage everywhere.
Back in the day when this was invented, I bet it was beautiful.
Yeah. And very futuristic.
Yeah.
Futuristic, sir.
If you walk all the way around that mountain, you'll be at that Geopark thing. And that's what we did, which brought us to the beach and not the road. So I don't know if this is the way to go about it, but we're gonna get a closer look. The first creepy thing is as soon as you get up here, the sound of the water and the wind basically disappear. Like it's
Yeah.
silent and
It's eerily
creepy still.
Yeah.
We are protected from spirits though.
Yeah, one of my co-teachers at the school said to get leaves from a certain kind of tree, put them in our pockets, and then when you get home, You toss the leaves before you get into your house to get rid of all the bad spirits that might have grabbed onto them.
Yeah. Oh,
Hopefully
wow.
it works. I have goosebumps. Freaked out.
I hope you got your leaves for this one, Aaron, because this is level 12 creepy.
Freaked out.
Should we take a quick
not
little
locked.
peek?
I'm not gonna leave you, but I don't know if I'm gonna join you.
Oh yeah.
It's not locked, right?
I'm not gonna, it's like twisted up pretty good. Let's find another one. That one looks easier to get into. It would be way less creepy if it wasn't so silent here.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how quiet it is either. We're not that far
No.
from the water, we're not that far from the city.
Yeah, listen.
In general, I don't believe in ghosts, spirits, or anything that isn't reasonably backed up by science or physics.
You first.
But the macabre exodus that took place in the 80s makes me think that I'm the one missing something. Surely, I'm not smarter than a congregation of people who thought it necessary to abandon this place.
Which house would you pick to live in?
Oh god.
Well,
Probably a yellow one.
you do a pod? Or would
Yeah.
you do like one of these? These are bigger for sure.
The pods are just cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, the pods are cooler, but these are bigger. Like they even have garages. Speaking of which, let's check out the garage. This is next level creepy. What is this building? It's like Arkham City, where they keep all the crazies.
Yeah.
And now it's all abandoned except their spirits, and like they left their patients behind. And their patients still think they're in like the same time. They still think they're getting taken care of, but really they're just abandoned and trapped in these rooms,
Oh my god.
eating rats and each other.
It's like a Shutter Island feels.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how this feels. It's like Shutter Island.
Yeah.
This is so creepy.
Oh my god. Like I have constant goosebumps this whole time. Freaked out.
They really don't want people going in here.
Yeah.
See, now that is thoroughly worth the trip. There's no other people. There's no other tourists there.
Yeah.
There's
and
no
it's-
cover charge.
It's just so bizarre and eerie and unique.
Yeah,
It's definitely worth checking out, I would say.
yeah. That's a beautiful building, but it's just empty. They just up and left. I don't get it.
So mysterious.
So now we're just trying to figure out if there's a cheap place for us to spend the night here, and if not, what time is the last bus?
Yeah.
Because it's
Figure out our lives a little
getting
bit.
later. And also, where can we eat dinner? There's many things that we've ignored in lieu of checking out the UFO place.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to start figuring them out.
It's kind of our style.
I don't know, this is looking a lot like it's going to be above our price range. This is not your typical hostel or Airbnb now, is it?
No, but also it is really beautiful around here, and I kind of want to like see it more tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's at least inquire about the price. Maybe they have, you know, rooms they need to fill.
Yeah, maybe you'll be like, we're YouTubers, we'll advertise. Let's see what they say.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those like good from afar but far from good situations. 3,799 NT.
Yeah, which is Canadian's like 160.
We have to cut through the UFO village in order to get
To the next
to
hotel
the next
check
hotel.
out.
Yeah. If these street lights start flickering and turning off and shit, we're gonna have a problem.
This one has lights on.
Yeah, why are the lights on? What?
Not the resort.
We kind of got lost. We're like just trying to get off the beach because you can't see anything.
Yeah, I just don't want to step on glass. I'm wearing sandals.
And we're trying to get to the road, and it brought us up to like this mechanic shop. And I'm not really sure what that is, but
I
like,
thought it was a resort, but it doesn't look like it.
no, people are sitting outside and barbecuing,
Yeah, it smells good.
and they're looking at us weird, so. Yeah, look. This is surreal.
It's like an unabandoned alien village.
Yeah.
Like they're still kind of pod-like.
We're in like a little commune, like a little hippie community. Like there's just weird shit happening.
We should not be here for sure.
No, we do not belong here.
No, but
And-
let's just see if we can get away with it to get back to the road.
There's just no way to get to the road. Oh, there's the road. Holy
yeah,
shit.
but we have to be near it.
Oh my god. This is too much.
And I don't think people sleep here. Like there's no bedrooms. It's just like hangout areas.
Yeah. This is beyond weird. We went looking for mysterious shit today. We definitely found it several times. I think we have to go down here. I feel like we're gonna get like
And shit.
abducted by Charles Manson or something.
Yeah. It's like a Taiwanese commune.
Yeah. Like there's just like this something's burning. Look.
It's a fog machine.
Well, this is getting way out of control.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
Not stay here. Because
yeah.
even this fancy resort, I still have an eerie vibe from it anyways.
We're gonna just sit down for a minute and figure out bus schedules.
Goodbye, spirits of the alien village. Oh.
Well, we got rid of the leaves, so theoretically the spirits are gone. Also,
I feel cleansed.
yeah. Do you? Also, we got off that 2-hour bus ride, and we're now in Taipei somewhere. We're gonna catch the MRT and go home.
Hello? Hey. Yeah, how's it going?
Well, we made it home finally after a long journey, but we're not going to be here for very long. We're just dumping off our backpacks, getting changed, because we got invited to some random fire party that happens under some random bridge. We don't really know what it means. So far, I think they just spin things that are on fire and dance and stuff like that, so that'll be interesting. This day of mystery has not disappointed so far. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get changed and we're going to go check it out.
We set back out for another adventure, but we first stopped off at a night market for the usual colon rockets and gut grinders. But that's when we ran into a new friend.
who we ran into.
What's up?
You know Lucas. We've been talking to each other for quite some time. We finally just now ran into each other.
Yes, you know, I know you've all been wondering. His voice is just as magical in real life.
Oh god.
It's true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't let us
My
get
head.
around.
All right, check the link below for some more great videos from Lucas.
See you soon.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Aaron's friend Callie for inviting us to this spot. We otherwise would have never found it on our own.
This is yet again another one of those confounding activities that we're about to walk into.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any fire yet. I don't see my friends yet.
Yeah.
But I think we're in the right area.
When they say under a bridge, you do not picture a place like this.
It's like a children's playground.
Yeah, you picture like the greasy homeless shelter where people like are burning barrels of garbage. Shit like that.
Oh, I see stuff down here.
We don't know if we're walking towards a group of our friends or complete strangers.
Yeah, I only know the one girl from work, and she's awesome. But I don't know anyone else who spins fire.
But I have to commend Taiwan on the way they make use of under bridge spaces.
Yeah, there's even bathrooms, there's like painted murals, there's courts to play badminton in, there's everything.
I have to assume this is them.
Yeah.
We sat on the grass, played games, talked, and watched as others were dancing with fire and lighted ropes, doing acrobatic yoga, or just lying on a blanket picking out the stars. We played frisbee and drank beer and came away with a few new friends. The dim yellow light from the street wasn't strong enough to compete with the darkness, and we just hung out and relaxed in the comfort of its anonymity. It was the perfect ending to a perfect day.
So try it again.
Only hands, yeah.
Yeah, only hands, only hands. Oh, no!
Happy Saturday.
What a day.
Yeah, it really was a day of mystery.
Yeah.
And like, just surprises all along the way.
I'm spent.
Oh yeah.
Ready
We did
for bed.
so much. Like I can't believe that a few hours ago we were at the Geopark and like,
Yeah.
oh my god, even just breakfast today seems like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was super fun.
Yeah, it was good. But we're going to bed now, so
See you next time.
yeah. Good night, you tubulites. See you in the next one.